up in the mountains, my friends, where you can still watch an eagle soar on the wind. And I walk those hills with a smile on my face, and I can't get back to God's saving grace in the mountains.
Welcome back to our Hill to Die On podcast. I am your host, Chase Dowling, and this is what's going on in Forest Hill for the week of July 16th through July 22nd. As you can see, I am currently working up in the beautiful French Meadows. Staying up here all week long. Trying to put together the list for the podcast this week was a little bit more difficult. Didn't have any paper. Found this little gem, probably colored by Miss Dusty Lou herself, right on the back of, so I could come up with some of this stuff. So if I screw up, well, just bear with me, folks. It's freaking, I'm out in the wild. I'm still getting you a podcast from French Meadows, for God's sakes. Elon Musk, thank you for the Starlink. Now let's get into it. Anyway, actually, before we get into it, big shout out to old Essie Maxwell for completing the Tevis Cup in under 24 hours. Old Forest Hill girl, used to be. I think she lives over in Weimar now. Anyway, congratulations, Essie. We believed in you. I always did. I'll come clean your pool anytime. Anyway, getting on with it. So, Wednesday. Not much going on in Forest Hill for this week. We've had a pretty busy last month. And, this week, I think everybody just needs a little bit of a rest. But anyway, starting off on Wednesday, the only thing we got going on this upcoming Wednesday that I know of currently is the water aerobics at the pool. That's Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m., and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. Get to the pool, do that. Get some swimming in the old breaststroke. Get that going. Russ Young looking at you, except for, you know what you got to do. Thursday is swim lessons. Looking at you, Russ. 2 and over. You can figure that out. So, make sure you get there and see that. Then, on Friday, there is, Charlie Mike is putting on an event for the veterans and first responders. It's a John Pardee concert. I'm thinking that's in Dixon. I didn't get the whereabouts on that. But anyways, they're doing that event. And, over at Forest Hill Farms, Jenny says, at 5 o'clock, first 10 teens get to eat free. And I tell you what, we went there this last weekend. Me, the wife, the kids, went to Forest Hill Farms, had some ice cream on the front porch at about 6 o'clock. Watched the horses come through. Didn't get to see Essie. I know, what a shame. But we did get to watch some of them come through and eat some great ice. They got some huckleberry ice cream up there. Make some milkshakes out of that. Got old Abe Etson up there making some good milkshakes. That's right. Get after it, old buddy. So then, and speaking of which, cows. Dang cows. They aren't anywhere. I've been driving this dang Mosquito Ridge Road every day for the past 2 weeks, and nothing, not a damn thing, not a cow in sight. They've gone to water. Of course, right around mile marker 22, there's no water on top of the ridge, so they're off on the sides. I'm going to have to go hunting if I want to see a cow. That's the story. And nobody posted any fish pics this last week. None. Zero. Zilch. No fish pics. I'm in French Meadows. See? Right there. French Meadows. I've seen a couple boats out there, but not enough. People, you need to be doing some fishing, and you need to be getting to French Meadows. The water right now is perfect. It's perfect. I went and jumped in this afternoon after we got off, and my God, I could have stayed in there the rest of the evening. I almost did. Love French Meadows. Like seeing cows. Like seeing people posting their fishing pics, but nobody's doing that now, are they? Nobody knows how to catch fish, apparently. Anyway, Saturday, 9 to noon, yard sale drop-off, and then 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. is teen night at the pool. A lot of stuff going on at the pool. You know, if you didn't get your kids a summer pass this year, you should have probably got them a summer pass. And it's not too late. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Go talk to them at the pool. You need to go swimming. That's one of our little hidden gems that Forest Hill has. Not too many communities in our area have a community pool anymore. And we do. So take advantage of it. Then, Sunday, paddle boarding at Sugar Pine starts at 9 a.m. It didn't say ladies paddle boarding this time. You might want to double check on that. They might allow the dangle. So, just saying, maybe a husband complained. Always happens, could be. Maybe it was me. I'm not sure. I don't paddle board. I mean, really, when they said ladies paddle boarding at 9 a.m., that's because the ladies like to do the paddle boarding. The guys, I mean, maybe some guys do. Not many. Let's be honest. Come on. Jesus. Then, birthday shout out to Holly Moffett. That's right, birthday shout out to you, Holly. I don't know who nominated you. I just know it was on my calendar, and I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just read the darn thing. Of course, this time I could only get it on my phone. I couldn't print it out, so I'll have to work on that in the future. Maybe I'll bring a printer to French Meadows. No, you don't bring a printer to French Meadows. You either remember it here, or you jot it down on a scribbly. Little color in of a turtle by the Lou. That's right. Anyway. Actually, I don't know. That's a pretty clean color. Maybe that was the Ray. I'm not sure. It's a cool turtle, though. Look at it. It says cool right there. Yeah. My kids are cool. I enjoy them. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen. Brings us to thoughts for the shitter. If you ever start thinking that you're not important, try not paying your car payment for a couple months. Yeah, they'll get a hold of you. That's right. And also, so the main thing I wanted to talk about this week, actually two things. One was the Tevis Cup. Didn't see a whole lot of people out in town watching those horses come through. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a feat of horsemanship to get those horses through all the checkpoints. S.E. Maxwell did it perfectly and finished under 24 hours. Forest Hill Girl, that's right. But we need to support that more. And I don't know why the Tevis didn't do more of, promoting the event. And maybe if anybody's from the Tevis or watching this from the Tevis, get a hold of the chamber. Or heck, you can email me. I don't even care. I'm not even part of the chamber, but I'll let somebody know because that is an amazing event. I mean, heck, the Western States Run had 1 billion people in town, peeing in people's front yards and stuff, but we'll get over that. Maybe. Anyways, I'm just saying, Tevis people, get a hold of us. Get a hold of the community. Get a hold of the chamber. Get a hold of somebody. And tell a friend, telephone, it's Forest Hill. It'll get around Pine Cone Wireless. Make it happen. Also, enough on harping on the Tevis, because it is pretty cool. I enjoy it. I like watching those people do those things. I like watching good horsemanship. I like seeing those horses have come a long ways, I think, since I first started watching that Tevis. Them horses are stout now, boy. I tell you. Anyway. We need a farmer's market. Somebody needs to put together a farmer's market. The vegetables are starting to come into season. Everybody needs more veggies. I'm sure people would love fresh veggies that don't have them in Forest Hill. Good, fresh, homegrown veggies. No pesticides, no herbicides, no fanticide. I don't know, whatever, no sides. Just good, fresh tomatoes, good, fresh cucumbers, good, fresh squash. I'm sure somebody's got some other stuff, peppers. But we need to do something like that. Maybe every Saturday in the morning or Sundays in the morning, something like that. Get together, everybody trade. We don't even have to sell this stuff. Let's just get rid of the extra, for God's sakes. Put it together. Those are just thoughts to ponder while you're dropping them off down yonder. You know who I'm talking to when I say that. That's right. Anyways, moving on. Monday. See, Monday we don't even have much going on. Monday is just another drop-off for the Fireman's Garage Sale from 9 to noon. Be there, be square. And I'm sure they probably need more volunteers. So, if you're not busy on a Monday, get a hold of them at the Fireman's Garage Sale. I'm sure they could use the help. Look at this view. Look at that view. French Meadows. That's a jewel of our community. That's beautiful. That and sugar pine. Anyway. What else do we got? Oh, yes. And then we have bingo on Tuesday. Bingo from 11:30 to 3:30 at the hall. That's right. Get your bingo cards going. You can run, 4 or 5 cards at a time, maybe 9. Some people run 10. Some people get a little extreme too. I'm losing the light like a son of a gun. But it is beautiful up here. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this. Look at that. That's right. Folks, we're lucky to have it. Anyway, bingo at the hall. Then, little crooked. Taco Tuesday down at Everybody's Inn. So make sure you get down there and see Cynthia for Taco Tuesday. What is it? $10 tacos, I think? Yeah, something like that. Yep, $10 tacos at Everybody's Inn. Get down there and see it. Anyway. Oh. Got us another Sasquatch sighting. That's right. This time, Happy Pines and Redwood Court. Now, most of the time, this one hides a little darker, It's got a nice, clean brown coat on him. And, but most of the time, you don't see him around that area. You usually see him up and around this area, French Meadows, particularly right here at the dam. And then in those mountains is where he calls home, right? Right out in there. Especially during certain times of the year. You can just find him out there. All you got to do is holler at him and say, whoop! He won't holler back. Got a big chest on him. Big chest on him. Almost looks like he's got chest implants. Maybe. I don't know. Don't talk to him about it, though. He's a little sensitive. Not really. He can take a joke. Sometimes. Might not gonna like this very much, but anyways. Happy Pines, Redwood Court was last time he was seen. That's the only time you're ever gonna see him, folks. You never see him any other time. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm not even gonna tell you. But you should know. If you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Anyway, almost forgot. Our business of the week is Forest Hill Garage. Old Bobby Adams. I tell you what, everybody, if you haven't had your car fixed by Bobby Adams, well, it's probably good luck by you because your car isn't broke. But if it is broke, take it to the Forest Hill Garage. Go see Bobby Adams. He's been a pillar of this community for a really long time. Good friend of mine. Good friend to everybody that he's ever met. One of the nicest people ever. And he's one of the most honest. And so if your car's broke down, you need an oil change, you need tires, you need whatever, take it to Forest Hill Garage because he is the man. Bobo, looking at you, bud. Oh, and if you don't take your car there, you're just not a good citizen. Brian Jones, know what I'm talking about. Which brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to our Robert Francis joke of the week. And this one goes like this here. It says, Little Johnny was walking his cow through town. And the mayor comes out and stops and asks him. He goes, Little Johnny, where are you going with that cow? Little Johnny goes, well, Mayor, taking him over to our other pasture, taking her to our other pasture to get with the bulls to get bread. The mayor goes, shouldn't your dad be doing that? Little Johnny looked back at the mayor in astonishment. God, no, Mayor. I think it's better left to the bulls. Everybody, I hope you had a good week. I hope you have a great weekend. Get to French Meadows. The water's fine. We'll see you on the next one.
Take me back to the mountain.